Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the continuation of our Shadowrun Hong Kong Extended Edition playthrough. I do apologize for the lack of streams over the last week. I was working, and over the weekend I have found myself with friends to play games with, so yeah. Now, I've developed a better schedule, by which I mean I just put more games on the list, so that I don't get burned out on the same game quickly. I do not remember what happened much last. Ah, yes, I remember now. The museum. Well, if it isn't Legendary Potato, welcome back, my man. How you doing tonight? Today we're playing some Shadowrun. A good game. I loved it. Played it like a couple of times, only beat it once. Man, I wasn't streaming for a week straight. Was working and played games with friends over the weekend. So yeah, you didn't miss much. You essentially missed 2 missions once we got to the city of Kelly. Alright. Oh yeah. I am gonna have to warn you. I made some changes to the base game. Nothing major, but slight changes, so I'm just giving you a heads up. Alright. A diminutive female orc regards you with a sharp, challenging look. The fierceness of her expression contrasts starkly with her sweet and rounded face and neat bob. She flexes her saber fists. She fires off a rapid-fire reproach in a thick Filipino accent. Why stand like that? They ain't teach you man. They ain't about to teach you manners. Yeah, man. I feel you. Relax. I didn't mean to stare. She gives you an unwavering sidelong gaze. You're a stranger in my turf. I expect people to be civil to one another. No offense intended. If you insist, sure, I apologize. She blinks, her jaw clenches. It's alright. I can tell you're a newcomer. I just feel a little protective of my part of town. The orc looks at you up and down. Finally, with her gruff nod, she introduces herself. Hey man, don't worry. Anytime you come on is a time I can actually talk to people and not talk to myself. Which is a skill I have developed. I can talk to myself. I'm not a Jerma level, but alright. But I have to say I'm actually RPing in a Discord server, so I might just start reading lines that aren't on the screen, and you guys might start hearing me going off on a tangent about something. I'm Rosalio Ignacio, or as the members of my community, Cherry Pink. I specialize in transport missions and nanny services, and I occasionally Shadowrun for walking around money. I can also find a batch of lumpia, but you can't have any unless you like it. Cherry sounds like an odd choice of a street name. To draw is it you? It's a bonfire Filipino nickname. Unless you want a mouth full of fist, you'll show respect. You say, mate, you drink lumpia. What's a lumpia? Filipino spring rolls, crispy and delicious and full of pork. Well, you see, I was once a YouTuber. I have made, like every YouTuber that was 14 years old, I made a Minecraft Let's Play. It was 2 episodes long, and at the end of episode 2, my Minecraft house burned down, and I actually thought it was fucking Herobrine that did it. True story. When a port flavored substitute is on the sale, it's port to be Ferngall. It has suddenly become very important to me that you like me. I turn her mouth twitches upwards. She gives you a sidelong glance. Then you must learn it. Everyone wants to be my friend, but does everybody wants to lump you? Only a handful deserve. You said you're a nanny. Alright. Leia opened the room to the infirmary. Yvonne lashed out through the door, hitting Zevian's shield and pushing him to the ground. She had seen many medical cots and tables with different tools. Otai's body laid on the cot, a massive hole in the middle of the room from where the vine shot out from. As if Otai had been protected by the vines. Alright. So here's the situation. We have just performed a breach into a room to see how some guy is doing. I am one of the shield bearers. Another shield bearer is that fucking hit by a vine through a wall, which means I'm a lucky bastard and I'm going in. Alright, so here's what I plan to do. I plan to charge in with a shield and spear. No, not spear. These are wines, meaning slashing damage is preferable. Lily opened the door wide before. Lily opened the door wide before coming into what the others, so that the others could enter as well. Years of being in a shield wall had taught her how to hold her ground against strong. Alright, so we need to communicate this information to our team. Alright, so I looked up online how. Let me answer your question first before I continue anything else. The Minecraft house burned down. Here is what I suspect happened, but I'm not exactly sure. One day I looked up how to make a trap in front of my house, in front of my door in Minecraft. So I made the trap. The trap involved the lava. And so I believe that somehow that lava came in contact with the wood that primarily made up my house and then burned it down. It's either that or I carelessly put a lava bucket somewhere to use as a trash can, which then ignited the whole fucking which then ignited the house. I could just go look for the video and maybe I would find how to what happened. Maybe I could play detective. Alright. Alright, so here's the thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in, and I'm gonna be the shield wall, so the others might come in as well. Ah, well, you see, I stopped because the house burned down. And then I went to make my most popular video yet. How to make a trash can in Minecraft. That was my most popular video. Up until I played... what was it called? The... Legends of Runeterra. Nah, it wasn't Legends of Runeterra. It was that League of Legends game, a story game. Yes! Yeah! Alright, I've acted. Now I can continue talking to the Philippine... Ah, I have no idea, because I was 14 and I gave up. I don't know. Look around you. See these Shadowrunners and dealers of contraband and Johnsons? It's a fine number of kids. Then I wouldn't shout at it from the rooftops. It's usually too dangerous to keep family close. That's where I come in. How much business do you pull in? The outraise their ship proudly. Other people will never stop having kids. The more dangerous the world gets, the more my services are necessary. I've taught kids good manners, hygiene, and the proper use of firearms for over 20 years. America. Filipino. Wait, are the Philippines a part of America? Let me just see. Alright. On the 4th of July, 1946, the Philippines were officially recognized by the United States as an independent nation through the Treaty of Manila between the governments of the United States and the Philippines. During the presidency of Manuel Roxas. So yeah. It turns out the Philippines are actually not a part of America. Damn. Wait, you teach kids to use weapons? I show them how to use weapons safely. She jabs a finger at you for emphasis. What's dangerous is not explaining their world to them. The shadows, that is. These kids have to grow up fast. Weapons training is appropriate when you're living in a smuggler's den. Makes perfect sense to me. I'm aware that someone finally gets it. The gut reaction for most people is to deny the danger. Oh, the rest seem to think the children are too immature to step up to the job. Me, I trust my kids. I don't underestimate them. And they never let me down. How'd you go from babysitting to running the shadows? Purchase. I used to take care of children of Woodson Bigwig up in the Peak. Turned out she was siphoning corporate funds to support both a gambling addiction. No, Germa knows all about the gambling addiction. In my defense, I'm not American. I'm Central European. I'm from the fucking Balkans. So knowing American history is not really on the top of my priorities list. Well, it wasn't on the top of my teacher's priority list in school. So I got sloppy and I stumbled across some pretty damning documents as I was studying in the house. I couldn't unsee them much as I wished it. And I started to feel for my life. She was growing desperate, erratic, so I ran. How did your subway? There's always been a large community of Filipinos in the shadows. Ah, hell yeah. I love this character. I love talking to these people. I just love the world building. I mean, honestly, most of this game is just talking to people. The XCOM combat is like 30% at best, depending on mission and stuff. But yeah, mostly you're just talking to people, learning about the world, and I love that. Does this really pose you into the world of the tabletop? And I reached them, and they all pitched in and set me up as a Shadowrunner. Now whenever I land the GGH, I give most of my innards away, giving back to the community. You see? That right there? A real person of the community. You ever haven't regrets about leaving your old life behind? She looks away suddenly, her eyes moistened. I'm not sentimental about my old post, if that's what you mean. Nor takes a big breath and continues. But on Sundays, my only day off, I used to go and sit with the other... Alright, let's see. My own days off, I used to go and sit with the other nannies and housekeepers. We'd bring pieces of cardboard, so we all sit on the ground in the shade under the bridges. We'd gossip, eat lumpia and rice cake. Nothing special. But I don't belong to that world anymore. I couldn't risk getting back to my old employer. I miss my old friends though. Let's talk about something else. If you like, I should go. Be on your way then. I just love talking to these people. There you go. A runner from the Philippines. Cherry Pink. Maximum Law. Dude's a fucking legend. You can't go better than Maximum Law. Dude has a epic name. Alright, let's see if I can let me just give you guys a... Oh! Let's go, boys. Don't mess with the law. You know what they say, mess with the best, thou like the rest. Now let's see if I can find the 5 senses. It should be around here somewhere. Here's Spider Shen. Despite the wind and air and rain pelting hide, the proprietor of the stall, a monk, judging by the outfit, is unconcerned. The monk's expression is indifferent, though hardly placid or serene. Muscles show as tightly wound metal bands beneath the skin, ready to snap in any direction without warning. What's more, the monk's robes are anything but ordinary. Certain silk makes up the base outfit, but It's part of high-impact ballistic armor, heavy-duty boots, and a bandolier full of throwing knives. The table in front of you is arrayed with a wide variety of melee weapons, charms, jade pendants, and other mystical assortments. Beneath now is the rare walls upon rows of cages, each housing some variety of exotic reptile and insect. These, in turn, are flanked by jars and bottles of Chinese herbs, incense, powders, and inks. The monk spares you only the shortest of glances as you approach. I am Monk Shen. Most people in Hawaii call me Spider Shen on account of these spiders back. You're not local, not by a long shot. It's definitely a statement. Then a question. Ow, what tipped you off? Shen smirked strictly, two teeth peeking out from between thin lips. Body language. You're not afraid to look me in the eye, for one. For another, your clothes. Not in fashion, here in Hawaii. Swords, knives, clubs, I can sell it all. I met most of these, but if I can't, I've got friends who can. If you need incense of sauce for medication, I can sell those too. And if you're John Saint, I can give you acupuncture. Shen placed both palms on the table, leaning over towards you with a wicked grin that can only match your own. So, what can I show you? Let me take a look at your wares. Now, this man will sell you goddamn magic weapons. Alright, so here's what you get. You get these. Here's your goddamn adept. Boom. Throwing knives. Spiked fist. Shuriken. Punching dagger. Straight monk outfit. Kunai ninja suit. A machete, katana, axe. Hand-forged katana. Ardent Phoenix. Runes have been etched into this katana, capable of producing flames when striking a target. Onto it will ignite the target for additional 5 to 7 damage. Distance storms the katana. Foretold. A katana forged to disable and hairy targets. May do AP damage on critical hits. On critical hit, there's an additional -1 AP shark damage for 2 rounds. That's all for now. Aw, hell yeah. Alright, we're gonna go claim. Ah, shit. Shit. Hey, Yodro. Because I'm simply the greatest there ever was. Alright. What is my favorite game of all time? That's a tough question. Well, Oh shit. I really like Dark Souls. But I haven't played it in a while. I haven't played it a lot. So I won't put it as my favorite, but I definitely enjoy the game. Now let's see. Sniper Ghost Warrior has a lot of nostalgia going for me. So that's high on the list. Probably Counter-Strike. Yeah, the Counter-Strike series probably. 1.6. I haven't played Ghostwire Tokyo. I have seen the trailer that was like... I have seen the teaser trailer back in 2020. And then I forgot about the game. But I have seen a review of the game. So I know basically everything that's going on in the game. I think it's cool. And I would probably play it. But I don't know. I'll see. It's a maybe. It's a maybe for now. Oh really? You're saying that to a person who's currently 80 hours into a run. I'm playing Elden Ring right now. I'm 80 hours into a run. I'm going for my I'm going for a dex build. And I'm using a goddamn rapier for it. Why? Because I use the rapier to beat Dark Souls 1, I use it to beat Dark Souls 2, and I'll be fucking damned if I don't use it to beat Dark Souls 4. The Dark Soulsening. The Darkening. Well done, you went above and beyond what I asked, and limited to some truly precious artifacts. I've attached the payment you owed, plus a little bonus. I trust that you'll keep quiet about what exactly was rebooted from the Leo's Little Museum. I'll come collect the books from Chan shortly. Now, my man, if you liked Dark Souls, may I recommend Demon Souls? Some say it's the precursor to Dark Souls. I started out with the Bandit, which, in my opinion, is just a renamed thief from Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 2. Because you start with a dagger, you start with a butler, and you start with a bow. For my for my maidenless run, I am currently using the swordsman. The guy that starts with 2 swords. Because fighting the blood, what was the name? A Bloodhound Damien or something like that. Fighting that guy with dual swords is like a fucking dance, and I enjoy that. I have no idea. I have killed 3, but I'm currently level 80, I think. I have killed several bosses. I have killed 3 of the... I've killed 3 lords. Yeah. 3 Elden lords. Godric, the Serpent, and Star Scourge Redan. I am currently going through the Lost Heroes tomb near the central city, while looking for a boss, looking for a way through, because I need to kill the moon guy in order to progress through the central town area. The blood guy, to progress to the central town area. View all pending jobs. Enter Troy, back to check inbox for new messages. Alright, Geomantics. Oh, I love all these. Alright, so I know all of these. I know all of these by goddamn heart. Ah, man. I killed that man using a bleed dagger. Yeah, I know what you mean. Godric. Godric the Drafted. Cool boss. They showed him off in the one trailer. In that one game. I think it was a gameplay trailer. No. He was the boss to fight in the demo, I think. We're gonna do the urgent task. Little birds have been whispering in my ear about an urgent and high-paying run. Still are... I know this one. I know this run. Little birds Steel Arm Lou, a red pole, managed to get his hands on information about the protocol laser and blah blah blah. For years, Ela Lotus and Red Dragon have been locked in Cold War. Despite this, we remained evenly matched. Neither of us can attack the other without being exposed to the devastating powers. Lou wants to change this, and he has a plan. Rather than strike directly, Lou intends to aim external forces at the Red Dragon, specifically. In that errand, he intends to frame a white paper fan named Golden Fawn, making it appear that the Red Dragon have been bribing Era's researchers for classified data. I didn't know. The only glitch I know of, well, it's not even a glitch, it's more like an exploit, is how to easily win against the free duelists in front of the Great Jar. To easily get the, essentially, Havel's ring. Two leading drone energy weapons researchers have recently transferred from London to Hong Kong and are running the project. Dr. Taylor and Hardin Cam were respected in Europe, but in Hong Kong they remain unknown quantities. They're still in there for are considered untrustworthy. Perfect targets, in other words. We'll provide data that will make it look as if the researchers were contacted by Golden Fawn and made quite a bit of money, but grew tired of the arrangement. Transferred the detection file to the data chip. The files are burdened with the worm program, which will auto-execute when inserted into the appropriate says. You need not bring a decker. The one may be helpful. You need to plan data in the visitor record system, the camera system, and HairGen, blah 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 blah. Yeah. You also need to steal the prototype laser. There is a GPS tracking device attached to it, which Lou will plant deep in Red Dragon territory. The theft of a prototype weapon by a disgruntled tribe member should convince Cyrus to dispatch a Roman force against the Red Dragon, blah blah blah. Oh, there's so much text. Ah. Well, you see, that is because I want to play through it first. If I play it on stream, yes, you will get live reactions of me actually enjoying the game, but you will also get live reactions of me enjoying the game if I play it on my second run, the one where I plan to beat a wall. But first, I plan on beating Dark Souls 2 using by actually using a shield and a spear, because I'm not insane. We're taking the run. Yeah. Alright, gents. We did our run. Now we just gotta talk to everyone. You're introduced to having fun moving through some sort of stretching routine. His muscles rip as he flows tranquilly from one pose to the next. You're different, German. Better, I hope. Sort of. It's like I flip over a few chapters instead of turning the page. I mean, look at you. Just, that's you I knew. Sounds like song lyrics. Woodchuck was no song lyrics for me. I gave up that dream long ago. Remember how large I used to make fun of my singing voice? He smiles. It's Steve. Perfect. He says sound like a fraud on, with a hard on. There we go. I thought my voice was distinctive. I mean, no Maria Mercurial, but. So how about you? How are you doing? Not to do it, thinking about Raymond. I get there. Me too. There's one of the reasons I'm moving through my routine and helps me center myself. Something he's dead? I'm not sure anymore. Not sure means there's still hope. Mate, if I wanted a challenge, I'd beat any Dark Souls game without taking damage. Hell, if I wanted a challenge, I'd beat Doom 2016 without taking damage. Maybe even the original Doom without. What you have just said is, you want a challenge? Climb to the top of Mount Everest. Ah, yes. Just swim to the Mariana Trench, man. That's a challenge, right? Yeah, just fight the grizzly bear. Alright, I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop. Actually, what he means is good enough for me. We keep running, keep looking. He picks up an ammo box of using like a dumbbell. What do I gotta tell you? You're good at running this, true, Jeremy. But there's something I still don't understand. What do you get out of being a Shadowrunner? Ooh. It's the money! Alright, man. See ya. Wish you luck in school. In your education. Oh, it's about seeing the world how it really is underneath the veneer. Most people don't want to know how the sausage is made. Shit's fucked up bad. You can see it right there from the outside. I don't need to look beneath the casing to see what's inside. You're not gonna like it. And even if you're the type that needs to know, the type of thing can't help you but look into the abyss. What do you get out of it? Odds are you get nothing but a much shorter lifespan. The trade-off doesn't really seem worth it to me. But, and at the end of the day, what are you? A Shadowrunner, a disposable asset, sinless. Slithering from the cracks of society, doing jobs that are too dirty for the corpse to do themselves. You don't even appear in the corporate balance sheet. You might just sound unglamorous. Well, I never said we don't get to dress well. If we're gonna be someone's disposable asset, you might as well go out in style. Without watching Waiting for the Simpson. You're thinking about getting chromed up? With cyber shit? No, my god, how many times are you gonna ask me? At least a dozen more times, you always show the best reactions. More sensitive for blind one. I told you, one time, I was thinking about it when I was 13. Let it go. I'm not gonna pollute my body with that shit, you? No, not for me either. That's good. I heard some stories about people who went too far, lost some of themselves. Oh yeah. So let me tell you about, since we aren't running a mage build, we don't actually see this, but every body, every being has essence to it. And every time you take away a part, replace it with a machine, your essence goes down, meaning your magic capabilities going down. So yeah, so that's what he's referring to. I want to talk about you and me. He rests his eyes on you from his face neutral. Yeah, well, I guess that's just them, Sonny. You're acting like Duncan Wood that I knew growing up. What made you decide to become a cop? I need a structure. Bad. You know that better than anyone. I was already hardcore when we met. Mr. Ultraviolence, so doing it to get rise out of the guys I was rolling with, gouging eyes and marking knees, curb stomping, that shit got me cheers. I was like the pit fight, like a pit fighter, blooding for the crowd, and I learned to enjoy it. But I never learned how to block out the memories of the streams when I was lying in bed at night. The guilt started eating at me alive. Then I was scared to be alone with my thoughts, so I tried to drown them out without things that you drown things out with. Yeah, I remember when you were pretty messed up when we met. You should have said, yeah, I was, but a lot better when we found a squad together. And better later when we went to live with Ray. I was still violent son of a bitch, but basically under control. That was because of you, JermaSUS. You were the voice of reason and the brains. That sounds about right. Of course it does. When we ran through the streets together, I was the muscle and you called the shots. You pointed and I hit. But later, after Ray died me some counseling, I realized that what you called the shots so that I wouldn't have to. Because I knew that what I wanted was wrong. By following your lead, I was deflecting my own guilt onto you. It was your decision, not mine. I could just nod heads and walk away clean, you know? Then look at me. I'm just doing what I'm told. Like a soldier. And then you left. Without you there, I knew I was going to be in serious trouble with a poster boy for anger management issues. Raymond can provide a stable environment, a decent therapist, and money for prescription, but you know Raymond. He's an egghead engineer with fun Troppert Street, not a drill sergeant. And a drill sergeant was what I needed. I needed structure and discipline in a way that he couldn't offer me. I needed a cage to keep myself in line, so I found myself a cage made of rules, and procedures, and training. Lone Star. Raymond helped me with my application and provided a decent character reference. I got in and it helped a lot. Lone Star got me where I needed to be, and now it's all gone, and you're back. Seems like carousel death hit you hard. Alright, this man is a fucking idiot. Alright, so trust not the mage. They're fucking insane. Yeah, she was a good one. We were a real team. Joining Lone Star helped me in all sorts of important ways, no doubt about it. I must be with cop instead of my ass off, but no matter how hard I worked, I was never more than a model cop with a brutal streak. There were plenty of assignments that were perfect for a big, mean orc like me, sort that would offend my need to hurt people. But I met her about a year and she changed things. She talked about values and goals and priorities and constructing life like that you want to live. She was a real trip. Just sounds wise. He paused, stretching from... never thought about that word as a way to describe her. Wise. From an outsider perspective, I guess you'd say that, but to me she was just grounded. She knew who she was, where she was going, and what got her there. She understood how the world worked, but compromised it so that she could focus on making a life for herself that made sense. She kept me focused. When Raymond asked me to meet him in Hongkong, I had a feeling I was gonna wind up going to the reservation if I didn't bring her one. And now she's gone, and here I am. We can handle like we used to. I'll be the brains and you'll be the muscle. Yeah, we can. That's my instinct, but that's not what Carter would say if she were here. He picks up his flashlight from the bed and shuts off the battery. She says that the object of the game isn't to go backwards, it's to grow, but no matter what, you're leading the crew, so you get to make the shots. You get to make the calls. I just don't intend on going backwards. You've been waiting a long time to ask me about the night left, haven't you? I guess I have, yeah. It's about what you were doing before you got thrown into their core facility. Is that job that was to do it past half how to go? It was good until it wasn't. That's something I want to go into. Whatever you say. You ever think about that when we were kids? I try not to. What are you talking about? Is that the old Yang, Lodja, Double Tray, those guys? You realize the old Yang you're talking about were teenagers, right? Younger than Jobbit, man. They felt so old back then. But Jar Jar couldn't have been more than 17 tops, and Double Tray was only 13 when. Why I think it have been. Amaze the clarity of the left. Stand for food, defend your squad, watch out for each other's backs. Which insurance bands he manipulates clarity, yeah? Well, we're living between the red hot newts and 162. Crazy half dwarf man are just on one side of fleshing dudes on the. Those are the things that you're on for. Lawn 4, no, I'm just thinking it's the same now as it was back then. Your aspirating fills the space between you, bridges it. Survive and watch each other's backs. Yeah, I know. What'd you think about the last one? I said that one, Jen, remember? Hey, it's that. Yeah, later would be good. Don't get me wrong, catching up is nice, but I'm not used to being social as this. That's one of the reasons why it was so nice to work in a card. We both appreciate long silences. I'll try out then. Give you a personal space. Thanks, so Bastion. Oh, and good thought, Jeremy. I'll catch up with you later. Alright. Now we go talk with our resident Decker. Isabel is jacking out into the octopus. Her body sits inert, her breathing shallow. As you approach, an image blossoms onto the largest of the octopus widescreens. Hell yeah! Hell yeah. Hello out there, it's good to see you again. Just when I was down from you, but her outlines short piece for these. Nice Savannah, that's a good look on you. Isn't it? I spent months customizing Sarah. She feels more real to me than my own skin. Yo, what happened? I suppose that I am. It's comforting. As long as I'm Jackie, I can be whoever I want, whatever I want. Out there in the meat space, I usually feel comfortable in my own skin. You have to offer you a loop-sided smile. I'd probably just live it here if I could. I read about the Deckers who tried it. Never turned out well. Decoration's bad way to go. I know, and of course I was joking. But truth be told, I do spend most of my time out there wishing that I was back in here. If you were that, you'd feel the same. It's hard to live in a cage of meat when you know how sweet it feels to leave your body behind. She pauses for a moment, considering, then her avatar shimmers forward, filling the screen. A slight frown. You know, JermaSUS, I've been thinking about the question you asked. The animal city, the one I dodged. Yeah, I remember. Look, I wasn't trying to cheat you out of an answer. I want you to know I'm just talking about what it is. Problem I understand. I grew up in the environment. I know how it is to talk about this stuff. No, it isn't that. I'm not explaining myself correctly. Isn't that I'm tortured by bad memories or anything like that. The problem is that I can't remember my childhood. The what's in the entire chat room is nothing but a blur to me. I can't give you a general information about life on the inside, but the specifics of my own experience are gone. Amnesia? Something like that. There were other factors in play. The upside of this whole thing is there are things that I can tell you about, but only a few, and then bold strokes. Don't expect any personal stories. Don't expect any personal stories. I'm trying to share them, even if you want. So, if you're not satisfied with the trivia and urban legend, then we can talk. Just say the word. How'd you lose your childhood memories? Genius. I don't think it's personal. Suffice to say, I've never missed them, at least not until now. Are they meant to intrude? I remember it. Alright, so what the fuck is going on here? Alright, so these people set the fucking hospital room on fire, and now we're all sky high. Just fucking idiots. They're not idiots. They're not fucking idiots. They're just dumb people. I'm not offended. There's some things that I haven't talked about. Just give me what you can about Wall City. Alright, I can do that. Easy will have a turns begins to pace in the strain march. Steps, spiderwebs of lead spread across the towed round of octopus stopping matron sub. When I think of the Wall City, the things that stands out most is the places, the legends, the mythology of the place. If I hadn't lived with them, I might have found those stories fascinating. You know, the town Wall City is supposed to be cursed. That's what the Locals believe. We had ghost stories and everything. Of course we had ghost stories. Every place is ghost story. Spirits are real. Ghost stories. Academic. Best shit. Just stay academic. You get all the lore. Our own homegrown legends about this haunted the Walled City demons from another place, the Amateurs. The Amateurs derived from the mythology of the true judge of the dead, I presume. That was when they come from, yeah. But the Amateurs, they were told stories about with their own thing, bastardization of the original myth. It'd probably be easier to think of them like urban legends or our own little pantheon of monsters and moral tales. The stories are still clear in my mind even after everything that happened. Everyone in the Walled City believed them. You can go out of the Walled City if you make a deal with the Fu Man, get the heart of the 44 people close to you and bring them to him. He will reward you with riches. Don't go into the dark or Qian will catch you. You have to grabs in the air, its hands leaving drawing trails as they move. She'll rip out your teeth, tie your tongue in a knot, make you her slave for eternity. Or try sending a shot suddenly. Vines in the room of flame, obviously terrified. He looked towards everyone in the doorway. Everybody run! Boom, 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 boom. I want you. Boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room. Was did this strength together? Our chances could be better. The Rosenthal vines start to flame also, blowing a massive hole in the side of the ship. All the way was free falling above the open water, which I seem to be uncharged once again. Alright, so. Alright, so yeah, we're fucking dead. We're almost fucking dead. We had Shadowrun, homegrown judge of souls. People would let themselves be flayed alive in hopes that he'd reawaken them in a better life. They said Lam Wei, the ebony queen, who teach you to hide so you mutated in a cockroach. It's all bullshit to us, but everyone in Wall City believed it. If you're convinced these are myths, why does everyone believe them? Because there is an excuse. My parents and neighbors, the whole generation invented these things to explain away their own failings. I can't get ahead because the demons are keeping me down. Oh, woe is me, woe is me. It's almost embarrassing when you look at it. The long-term people in cockroaches is just a show player done to a morality tale. Chief Jan is an Anubis with a different coat of paint. And you know the archway that I mentioned, the one with you. I know someone who found there was nothing on the side of the baton train. It's also Professor Dribble, JermaSUS. The mysteries of all cities and fall demons that was we created, we perpetuated, we blamed made up monsters for our own failings. There's nothing more pathetic than that. Wow. What? Oh shit, people just throwing fucking salt at people. It sounds like you were trying to convince me that this is not your turn. Oh, I don't need to convince myself of anything. Nah, I'm telling you. This for your benefit, not mine. Anyway, it's not for me for now. I'm sure it gives you plenty to chew on. My obligation to give you an answer, satisfied thing. Let's start about something else. Anything about those that might help us? I don't know, maybe I'll put some thought into it. Never to pause, turns away after a moment is about turns. Oh, looks like son mentioned me. Alright, looks like it's my turn. Hey, alright. Fuck you know. Oh, yeah. They didn't know I was a black woman. I am Jesus. Bruh. Bruh, what is this shit? I wanna beat the fuck out of this dude, but no. What? We're skipping turns now? What? Aside from maybe I do have an. Are you open to taking on more work? Of course, for instance, of all time. This won't be a good for Chan. Think of it as a side gig that you'd be doing for me. I think I gotta learn some software to help us. Can't get it on my own though. It's a two-person job. What kind of software? It'd be easy for just to show you, but trust me, it'll help. I've got an all plan already. I've done the red board, tender the location of the target. Just say the word, and I'll send everything out of the computer. You can look it over though. Decide when you want it. Alright, deal in the file. Then you'll find the parchment document when you're about. If you decide to accept the mission, just check the box and pin my comment at match. Alright, you'll find out. I'm sure the brief and essential will satisfy yours. Trust me, JermaSUS. This is the job with a solid plan. You'll see as soon as you're ready. And speaking of which, you should go do it now. Say no more, check it out. But now, it's a chance to see what you think. Alright, we talked to Isabel. Now we talk to Gobbet. Gobbet looks up from her den and tin of oysters at the sound of your approach. Her rats, madness, and folly stirred from her hips up to her shoulders. Two sets of beady red eyes fixed themselves on you. Hey, Seattle, oyster. She spears a dry lump of seafood with fingernails extended to you. It smells like a low tide of eat. Yeah, sure, why not? You pop the rubbery vat of flesh into your mouth and chew an explosion of lukewarm brine in your mouth. Good, right? Or half-repressed memories of dumpster diving and the barns dance and marriage in your brain as the manual society. I've eaten worse. Exactly, it may not be defined down, but it's seafood. And it is made of soy. That makes it good in my book. So what can you do for you? How do you like the life out here in the boat hole? I'm fine, shaping up. Having a new room is always nice. How you enjoying jamming? Coffee enough for you? Better than some places I've swept in Barrens. I heard stories about the Redmond Barrens. Sounds like a real winner of a place. Download ain't better. Of course, well, at least our little slice of home is safe. That's true. It's ain't having a mob boss on our side. Yeah, and Shane is definitely that. Don't say it, but I'd say that she's on our side, though. I know what you mean. Of course you do. Let's change the subject, though. I'm not thinking about the whole moon right now. Ever consider changing the name? Yeah, sure. It's in a bunch down. I never really cared enough to actually do it, though. You want to call it something else? I'll help you do it. Let's call it the Kraken. Aye, aye, Captain Kraken it is. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I think that was one happy with. Didn't have to be a better Shadowrun. I'm here to collect. It's different than that, eh? I have to assume you'd laugh it off. No dice. Wise and mentor you off and no pay up. Just okay, how about this? I'll tell you a story about a run-down bad. You tell me what you've done in the first place, and then we'll compare notes and your answers. Works for me. She sweeps the thin rope of hair out of her eyes and back over one point of the air to a moment of silent time as she bites her lip. Okay, so this is a story from early in my career. I was at a party in Hong Kong, but it's some occasional moonlight for another group based out of Macau. I was a busy kid. Go on. The job was hidden in this apartment, sort of to the multiplex. Oh, I know the story. Slash apartment complex. I'm sure they done them in Seattle too. You know the chance. 7 huge screens, monster kitchen stand, top an apartment top like barnacles and a whale. It was the one of them bad in Seattle. Best way to catch her, bro. She knows that our client wanted to break into one of the apartments. Though it was their ex of hers. A guy named Bards lived there. She'd been cooped up with him until about a week prior, and things went sour in a big way. She wanted us to get back some things that the Bards kept after she kicked her out. Steer the shit out of him, blood him up a bit, make it look like a robbery, you know the drill. Slammed, smashed, and grabbed him. Yeah, it was pretty bush league gig, but the pay was decent enough. That's the thing you there turned down. Anyways, siblings, that was our group leader, had a plan. We knew that where we had to go when the client, we just met to purchase a panic system wired directly into the Hong Kong police force. If we'd done a shooting, we'd be drowning cops within 10 minutes. To prove that we could maybe take advantage of the apartment's terrible soundproofing and kicking the barge over and the movie got loud. We camp out near in the doorway, watch out, see when it start. Sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, it's pretty close to what John Wilkes Booth did when he assassinated Lincoln. So it was an amateur story and used to bore the rest of us to years, but occasionally it came in handy. So we went in the hall, that's just like siblings' plan. We had the guy in the elevator, and on the stairs away by the floor, kitchen. Sib that are positioned by the door. She had these sublets that she dumped down in the end into. Hydro jack, strength enhancement that works. I'd have to probably let rest the dump truck. Damn thing, most of our plans of all kicking things. There's something a little sad about that. Yeah, if that's the thing, one question. Yeah, you're very supportive. Me, I prefer to work with someone who thought it was with her hand instead of her robot legs. Anyway, I heard the boom from downstairs, felt this wall shake with the reverb. Sib built back and gave the door a massive kick just as she planned. Where I was standing, I could really see that what happened there. I could hear a massive crack as the boot slammed to the door blast. The door flew off, it seemed to explode. Might have been the actual for a second later we heard an ungodly crash. There was a moment of silence, then Sib let out his little gasp when the apartment was in shambles. It looked like a shuriken had hit it. Everything was trashed, everything but the door, which was miraculously still in one piece. You know, this was a copy of it. It wasn't much wider than the door to begin with. The bars, well, what was after it was on the door. Oh shit. Oh no. Yeah, it wasn't good. Barge was dead and the stuff that we'd been sent to recover has been smashed to bits, and then the building alarm went off. So that's the situation. Pit smashed, my temporary teammates are all standing around and stand stoop. Cops are coming, stand kitchen. She plans. Someone was created this situation. You weren't even part of the crew. Just chat and run. Nah. Damage control. No. Group is in trouble. Alright. Alright. This is a tough decision, boys. Bruh. But I fucking hate him. I fucking hate him. I hate Xavier. I hate him. Xavier, if you somehow end up listening to this, I fucking hate you. As a character. Alright, so. There isn't black man material. You couldn't improvise with shit in the kitchen. Wait, you could. Was there anything in the kitchen? Good thinking, as it happens, there was, and I knew just what to do with it. That open. Oh, yeah, set the fucking building on fire. Lesson, remember, so the first answer you come up with is always the best one you're gonna have. So just roll with it. Don't second guess yourself. Don't hesitate. Just act. You'll live longer that way. Because the worst thing you can do is do nothing. That is a thing most people say. In most situations, doing nothing is the worst possible decision you can make. Now when I think crowded here, I think place where you can shout fire because it will cause a panic. And then I thought, cops don't charge into burning buildings, and they help people get out of them. And as happens, I meant to create the real, genuine fire sitting right across from me. A pair of industrial ovens. You set the building on fire. I encourage the building to burn. You can't make this shit. No, no, fuck you, Zevian. You can't do this shit. Open up gas vents, set the range on a timer, mortar back into the hallway. They're arguing amongst themselves. I told them to snap out and follow me down into the lobby. We had cleared the hallway before they ever sparked the fucking floor out. Unfortunately, the rest of the group wouldn't listen. Sib and the rest of the team were too busy arguing about the relative merits of her. Let's check things really hard and see what happens. Tactical system. To want anything to do with me. I shouted back at them. The kitchen was going to explode and continued down the hallway. Just like that, I go out that run in one piece. So did every single piece of the people in the multiple plan worked beautiful. If the rest of the team would listen to me, they might have gotten out of the building too. Kind of a bummer that they didn't. At least the run turned out well for me. How? Well, I couldn't collect any pay because the run had been a disaster. But after the explosion, that right in front of a fire truck, and they gave me cookies and a blanket. I wound up dating one of the first firemen a few weeks later. I think that could have done a lot worse. Hell yeah. That's a you can do it attitude. Drafts hands together and rubs them. Satisfied look on her face. So, Seattle, tell me, what was the moral of the story? Well, lesson. Go with your gut. That's right. Trust your impulse and don't be afraid to win it. Almost any action is better than no action. There we go. I remember it. I remember the lesson she taught me. Why? Because she's the best. She's the second best character, next to the bloody psychopath. Alright. Bruh, these people and their no, I'm not gonna say the G word. I'm not gonna say the G word. You ain't gonna make me say the G word. That's right. Once you're committed to doing something, you gotta follow it through. No arguing hard, right? Just do it. If you get caught up in your own head, how do you know it's over past plane? Well, don't strive, you wind up dead. A kid's fire can take you down as easily as a cop's bullet if you stand around and let it. Are you certain that the Simmons and the Macau team are dead? They weren't with me when I got evacuated with the rest of the moviegoers. I never saw them leave the building. I haven't heard from them since. I guess it's possible somebody made it out. But I don't really run with those circles anymore. Odds are good that if anyone of the trial team did survive, they'll have died off by now from sheer incompetence. Shadowrun is an opportunity business. You don't get to make too many mistakes. Any thoughts about the harassment? That was awesome. Think about it. We broke into some rich jerk's manor house, stole his artifacts so they could go to a museum, and we found mummies. If that's not a plow of a trid bloodbath, I don't know what is. I'm not sure what I think about the mummy stringing. I've had a dead person owe me a favor before. I'm not sure how that works. Be careful when you use that. As long as he does what we tell him to do, it's pretty awesome. But if Trid's taught me anything, is the mummies are always waiting for an excuse to run around cursing everybody. That's all I need. Thanks, David. No problem. Sweet dreams, Seattle. I love these characters. I love all of these characters. We have spent the last hour just talking to people. That has been our entire existence so far. We just talk to people. Don't you fucking dare fall. I will kill you. My friend, or something I'd like to discuss with you, something related to the Amazon that you were recently accepted. I love this guy, because now he comes with us. Why? Because this is connected to our dear friend Raptor, a sociopath, a psychopath, medically diagnosed, who wants to have the machines rule the world. He's a real cult mechanicus. I'm going to tell a story about my former colleagues, Taylor and Hunkin, the ones who stole my research. They worked at that facility. If the age or repair circuits that they took from me still exist, they're there. I need you to bring me in the run to retrieve them. Of course, you've been the first man on train when we had a... Thank you, my friend. I would... You will not regret this decision, I guarantee it. I love this man. I'm not gay, but I love him. I enjoy his character. His existence pleases me. What? This man gets a kill? I attacked a man from behind. Bullshit. Who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? Let me just look at this shit, because that's bullshit. Let's see if I can actually find the son of a bitch. No, I can't even find the son of a bitch. Where is he? Where is he? I want to punch him in the face. Alright. Target spotted. Give me a second. Give me a second to look over this fucking character sheet before I decide murdering people is a nice way to do shit. Fucking bullshit, man. I'm gonna just see this shit. Bruh. Bruh. Fucking bullshit in my opinion. Oh yeah, there's 4 people here. Only the dungeon master and this one player actually get to do shit. The rest of you just... You don't even exist. And that there, gentlemen, is why I use 2 accounts to roleplay on Discord. There's a shit like that. Gentlemen is far better state than it was previously. The heat has been adjusted down and ventilation restored. The boxes adjourned and parts have been stacked and nearly arranged. And a small amount of personal gear is tucked away in a corner. There is a small mat in the center of the cabin. Looks like it doubles as both a rug and a sleeping pad. Gaia's sitting in the lotus position. Eyes closed, his fingertips rest on a braille reader that is plugged into his PDA. The device fills the room with a soft clicking from the pin combinations. As you approach, he lifts his hand from the reader's surface. Hello again, JermaSUS. Is there something that can help you? Would you like to come after this body? If you say so, that would be suitable for others, but I do not require much by way of living. I have a few possessions. As long as I have a quiet area in which I can sit and relax, I'm happy. Now, what is it that you wish to discuss? Any thoughts about the last one? At yours, Faye. I wish we had more time to study the nature of the mummies who found the catacombs, but I am unaware of any spirit of paranormal phenomena which should explain their existence. Balance spirit sustain of HVV, perhaps something as entirely the nature is unclear to me. I should very much like to know how the mummy shrinking came to be. It may well be that we have discovered a new form of immortality, or a matter of spiritual being, to store one's essence in an object. What a concept! Such a phenomenon is one that should be studied in depth. Is there no such thing? What are you reading? Ah, look at that academic coming in clutch once again. Bruh. This fucking bullshit in my opinion. Tell me you skip other people's parts without telling me you skip other people's parts. Yeah, he had never denied a challenge. And this guy that challenged him, well, he's here. Well, so am I. And I've already proven that I want to beat the shit out of him regardless. Fuck my, I'm gonna go wash my fucking face. Nature draws himself up, holding his palm in his lap, and pushes Brilliant away. It is called Hadakure, Hidden Leaves, written by Yamatomo Natomo. Yes, I've studied Japanese. Can you really tell? Alright, let me just question the logic behind this. Give me a second. I'm questioning shit. Why? Because I'm a fucking son of a bitch. It's being cheated out of using 2 accounts. This is why I use 2 accounts. This way I avoid bullshit. I tried the reading for the Red Samurai, surprisingly. Wasn't he forbidden from killing himself when his lord died? You know of him then? Yes, this is Tsunetomo. He was here to die and show his royalty, but Lord Mitsuna's was found accustomed to be wasteful. The author a central thesis. When there is a question of life and death, always choose death. Throw oneself into the fray with no resignation and act on instinct alone. My current state of affairs speaks the truth of this, more robust than any lesson in a dojo. What's the rest of the book about? It's partly a manual for proper behavior towards one lord, partly a rumination of mindset required to be victorious in trauma, and partly a collection of stories. So to believe that to truly embody the virtues of a samurai, adherents should be mindful of their path at all times, never stop training, always question how one's actions should reflect on the Lord. Above all, be prepared, do your duty instinctively at any time, no matter what the cost. If our turn, we thought it was Bertolt who never fought anyone. That is true. Tsunetomo never fought anyone, and some have criticized him for trying to speak of being a warrior without ever fitting a sword. But I believe he has many things of value to say. He cared a great deal about the deeper meaning of being a samurai. If lived experience is the only path to truth, then all philosophers are fools. I respect him for trying to elevate the philosophy. As I do. No one is perfect. We should all strive as diligently as he to elevate our way of being. Most walk through life blind, never understand their own desires and the effects of their actions. If more of us meditate that is deeply at Tsunomoto and a lot in life, I expect there will be less misery in the world. What does he say about a masterless samurai like you? 7 times down, 8 times up. Dave smiles to me, wrapping a cloud on the hilt of his sword. More specifically, if someone has not been a ronin at least 7 times, then he has not truly lived as a samurai. Those were the different times, however. It was common for samurai to fall out of favor and with the lord and be turned loose to wander. For company men like myself, the choice is serve or die. Is that now similar to discuss? Yeah, we were talking about your father being your jail. Ah, yes, they were talking about that. There's radical sense is popular when the long distance follows his sides not to continue. If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to. I've given you my word, and I intend to keep it. Do not. I've given you my word, and I intend to keep it. Do not be concerned, I've simply not spoken of my family in a long time. Were you close? Not any longer. I've not seen my father for many years, nor my mother or sister. I wish I could say that I missed them, but I feel that I hardly know of them after so many years apart. Sujilo gave me an ultimatum after my run-in with Chavez security. He told me that he had had a backroom deal with a rival Chavez to keep me out of prison, that charges would be suspended if I finished high school and studied our Kyoto University with the intent of joining Rakro. If I did not, Chavez would take me into Justin and I would spend time with friends. What did it cost him? I have no idea. He refused to reveal that he had been forced to do an exchange, but yet I imagine it was cheap insider information, perhaps in the botched contract. The steward was imagined the water and power division, so the deal would have been lucrative but not secret. I'd always taken my family for granted. Raised in a Rakro family, through Rakro schools, always had a sense of place, of belonging, where I was. The thought of all that vanished, and I simply could not imagine sudden reality may have to between two. Actually runs his finger over his bald scalp, smiling distantly. Shit's bald. Ah. Fuck you all. All you pussies. German would be there to slam his bandages. What's the name of this guy? Yeah, JermaSUS, the greatest Batman known alive. From there on, I tried to be the best son he wanted. Seemed to be glad. We grew much closer over the next few years. He took time off to visit me when I was living in Kyoto. Well, would that be unusual? He was a very busy man. Those days, a lot of responsibility and a little time to himself. I was impressed that he could carve up as much time as he did. He used to go camping with his son. A lot of nice wilderness in that part of Japan, I bet. Very much so. The land around Kyoto is protected from the up and due to historical and cultural significance. Most of the mountains are considered sacred, so the dad declared them as his national reserve. We made several trips to the area between Kyoto and Nara, around the village of Idle. We camped in the mountains above it. We would hunt deer, wild deer, and boar there, using my family's name. Think our boost. That's a strange choice of weapon. Alright, I just threw a hard question at someone. Why? Because of fucking him. It is a choice to... At Spennery, it is nearly impossible for a private citizen to own a firearm in Japan, which is why we often read Yakuza attached to one with swords and cleavers. As a tangential that my family owns from the 18th century, it stemmed from ordinary regulation. What the fuck is that? Tanegashima. Alright, boys. Tanegashima. Alright, Tanegashima. Oh, it's an ancient matchlock. Ooh, interesting. Interested in self, and so perhaps ironically hunting with my father is how I learned to prepare raw meat. Strange thing that such activities served as training for my current state of affairs. So what's the process? How do you prepare it? Sour the meat in brine wine and simmer it at a low heat for several hours. Let it cool and repeat the process over several days. It cannot go too hot or unable to eat it. The process brings out the collagen in the meat. When it is done, I spice it with ginger and soup. Again, not too much mundane food is anathema to me. Those were the good days. I'm sorry I cannot go back to those times. When one joins the Red Samurai, one must give up all attachments to one's previous life. The company, the code, and the unit become the entirety of the world. That's an incredible amount of focus. It is why the selection process is so rigorous and so many fail. There is no shame in failing, simply being allowed to participate in the test is a mark of acceptance. Applications must be human, Japanese, and utterly devoted to Renraku. Your unit becomes your family. Your comrades is your father and your mother. Your teammates, your siblings. Your commander is your father and mother. Your teammates are your siblings. Red Samurai are not allowed to reveal our identities and positions to anyone outside the special operations group. Even if we want friends outside the unit, we do not have them. So, how did you end up joining the Renraku military? You just told... He just fucking told you. Fair question. Are you familiar with Kempeitai? Are they Japanese military political police? Yes, much like the commissars of the Soviet Union. They're responsible for enforcing political and social orthodoxy. Not only concerned with the army, the Kempeitai also enforce certain laws with regards to general populace. It's mostly they're Gestapo. That is not entirely accurate, but it's more correct than not. It is an organization with oversight, broad powers, and simple recruitment methods, but such the power tends to be yet the better of most members. When I was enrolled at the Kyoto University, I studied global security and political science. It is the major generally used as a gateway to private security postings of both government and corporate militaries. I knew I wanted to fight. I was a young man, and my blood was always up. One of the requirements was that the students joined the Youth Brigade Tenpai. Youth Brigade is a bit of a... like the ROTC, the North American. The Youth Falcons, the SOAPs, snowshoes, or blah blah blah. Members learn to be soldiers without actually joining an army. They provide community service and promote civic pride. Performance and prestige in Tenpai used to dictate later job opportunities and with like good internship. Did you enjoy it? Not at first. Later it became pleasant. Power is a heated thing, especially for a youth who has few superiors to answer to. Given a sense of superiority over the others, and began to abuse our power. I believe that may have been a part of the point. Sure, you want to use your power responsibly. Try the boss. They want to engender those feelings of superiority and to encourage the Youth Brigade to see themselves above the common citizens. The state is above the individual, and as instruments of the state, we were taught that we were as well. When we were taught, sure, it was the way of authority on the end. Did you be involved with the Youth Brigade? No, why? It is a necessary step in plans for the future. Here are some of the behaviors that were involved in it were distasteful to the state of the nation. Was such that those actions of behavior were legal and condoned. You're saying the ends justify the means? Yeah, I'm saying that it's very difficult for outsiders to judge a society objectively unless they know what it's like to live in that society. He's searching to know. Look at this man. He's a ghoul. He's a historian, a philosopher. He's a genius. Whoever wrote this is actually like a philosophist and shit. Bruh, I already interfered. I already tried to kill the man. What the fuck? You have free will. The Hayun. What the fuck is a Hayun? What the fuck are these people saying? I don't understand their language. They speak the Japan. They speak the Korean. I think it is. Yeah. Bruh. This is fucking bullshit. History came to them and examinate me, but all I know for certain is that I did what I was required of me. When I was I was approached by the recruiter from the Iraq security. She told me I came from a good family and to have a promising career with the company. She offered to fast track my application toward a potential Red Samurai position. 3 years with the Iraqi military as a junior officer and guaranteed placement in Red Samurai, trying billet of my choosing. The pay was good and the excitement of being an elite was an attractive proposition. I accepted, but I did not truly understand what I was signing up for. As I told you, they forced you to give up everything except the company and unit. Though that was made clear to me, but I did not truly understand it. So what happened? That is exactly what you would expect to happen. I signed the contract, became a soldier in Rutgers Army. I was physically fit at the top of my class and it seemed inevitable I would see my desires fulfilled. Obviously, it succeeded. Training was extremely difficult, both mentally and physically. I knew I would be isolated from my old life and didn't anticipate the full extent of the isolation. All Red Samurai recruits support to a facility called the Forge in Shiba. You were assigned a unit queuing for other recruits. And for the next 2 years, the Forge will be your home and prison. It seems ridiculous. In retrospect, we were all so young, none of us had any idea what we were doing, except trying to become the best soldiers in the world. And yet those strangers became my new family, in the absence of the old. I remember the members of the unit. The chapter of my life is over and done with. And they are no longer part of my world. Why would you care about them? If they're hunting, you need to know about them. Very well, that is a fair point. When I was younger, I would more readily cut off my fingers and tell you what you asked. You must understand the secrecy is absolute among the Red Samurai. Your identity becomes secret, erased from any database that might connect you to the Red Samurai. You use only your code name when in the field and given name only with your commanders in your unit. Even other Red Samurais have no idea who you really are. Contact with the outside world was cut off completely. Even once training is over, your communications are restricted. Maintain the relationship outside those you work with is frowned upon. That's a lot of stress. What if a recruit can't take it? Or if your recruits get to the point if they cannot handle it? We all underwent stringent psychological tests prior to that point. If a recruit cannot handle it, he and the rest of his unit are failed out of the program. The rationale is simple. If one member cannot take the training and his unit cannot carry him through, they have all failed. Ishida was our commander. He came from a rich family in Saitama, the kind of family where he was given every advantage possible with the expectation that he would keep the family name prestigious. He was old, and then the rest of us, and has already spent 6 years in the armies. Very severe man, rarely given to honor. The job was usually the second command as a designated marksman, lieutenant, to have a better tactical view of how an operation should run, simply because he needed to study the terrain more. He loved to get us laugh and watch him. I think they would have gone crazy in the first few months. People and their fucking codes and bullshit and stuff. Yeah, fuck, you know. Oh, I'm stealing your fucking show. Fuck, you know. I'm swearing a lot. Our mage's name was Sasaki. She was trained as a matron, apprentice priestess. When her magic began to manifest, she was a unit for the challenge and for the money. Her family had always been poor, and they had always told her she would never amount to anything. I think she joined the Red Samurai just to prove them she could do anything she wanted. My kind of attitude, I admit. I'm surprised to hear it. You and Sasaki share similarities. Neither of you steps. If your goals are attainable, you simply know that they are. Our heavy gunner's name was Aomori. He kept team honest with himself. He never had this disparaging word with anyone, but would not hesitate to call someone out for their behavior. Sachi loved it about him. Really, she loved all of him. The two were discreet, but discretion only goes so far in a small team. Still respect their privacy, when possible. Is the kind of thing allowed? If the unit commander allows it, yes. We were given incredible vote, leaving what to allow and forbidden in our unit. The belief being the result is the only thing that mattered. If the unit failed, it would fail as a whole. Such an amount were crazy about each other. It would have done more harm to keep them apart. Last, there was me. I was a close roasters and preaching nest. We're the first man in the door when we had to. I was a perfectionist on the team. How Mari could get us to do anything. Now I was the one who made certain we did it with, well, with style. You made them practice harder or something? How do you mean? If a thing is worth doing, it's worth doing well. If that thing is also your duty, it's worth doing perfectly. Many times you would perform a drill where it says well enough, but that was not good enough. If I had to trust my life to it, that was why we became one of the best teams in the organization. It sounded like you missed them. That's a thing to be proud of. Of course it is. Do you think I do not do that? Apologies. It's just that those feelings are still raw sometimes. Let me just answer these guys. But you decide not to kill them all later. Alright, I got a plan. Wait, is smooth spelled with two O's? Yes. I'm a master of the English language. Let me just. How do you spell rhythm? What? How do you spell rhythm, boys? How do you spell rhythmic? Oh, well, that's a hard. It's a fucking hard word to do. Fuck it. I'm going in. Fuck this shit. I don't care about these people. I only care about success. And the only way to succeed is to be the best. You know, if I were to be cured, I would never go back. They have been disgraced and have done unforgivable things. I haven't cast out for the. What do you mean? Edge closed his eyes, sight through his nose. When they ambushed me and thought I was in. It was fight or die. I killed two of them before I escaped. I would never return to you, no matter what. It is not an easy memory to grapple with. That is fine, Edge. Take your time. Thank you, JermaSUS. I am sorry I cannot talk about it now, but I need to process the emotions. They are still raw. I am tired. Come back later. We can talk more then. Alright, boys. We have, after 2 hours, we have finally talked to everyone. We can now actually start the mission. It has taken us 2 hours to do this. Wow, fuck this shit. Wow, can do shit. Oh, free will. Free will my ass. Oh yeah, you have free will to do what you want, you know. All right, I attempt to sneak over to him. Oh, you're stopped. Oh, ah shit. Wow, it's this gonna take a while to read. All right, I feel like I'm actually gonna get a response one day. But yeah, keep that shit in line. All right, so we're gonna grab Isabel, and we could grab Duncan or Job it. I don't think we need Job it for this one. We're gonna bring Duncan along. Yeah, we're going to the Ares facility. I mean, we could bring Daichu. Rack that can explain his presence there. Oh shit. Let's see. Bruh, is this Kardashians but third edition? What the fuck? Oh, keeping up with the Kardashians. Oh, keeping up. Fuck that. Misdirection. Central Hong Kong spills out along Victoria Harbour. Odd glittering chrome and neon flash against the night's darkness. The skyscrapers are jagged nests of mirrored knives thrust out into the sky. Rendering the clouds, they ascend into the heavens. There is Asia holding Stompert struts menacingly over the shattered road, a steel and concrete tumor intertwined with nearby buildings in a web of sky bridges and shared parking structures. You make your way inside and ascend to the fifth floor. The public foyer, they start to the restricted areas of the complex. As the elevator opens, you arrive in a cold, dim-lit reception area beyond your quarry and waits. We have better spells. None of us know spells. And then we have the Mummy Spirit Talisman. Requires Spirit Summon 1. Anyways, we're useless. Anyways, we will never use this. We'll use this late game. We'll use this 30 years ago. Alright. Etched in the air is Asia Holdings, the elevator on the 5th floor of the skyscraper complex, then accepted out of the Corporation's offices assails your nostrils. The immaculate detailed interior speaking volumes of the wealth and control of the North American industrial giant have come to hold over the free enterprise zone. Arthur glanced at his bracer, up a page of notes in the air holding his throat. Looking for a lab between floor 15 and 40. Everything below 15 is shopping and recreation. Resident areas span 41 to 92. The repair search should be up there as well. I know they'll keep it close to their main labs so they can work on the project in their off hours. They'll need specialized testing equipment. They just can't fit in an apartment, even a big one. Everything will be near. Yeah, sounds like plan. The other visitor data. We can find the lab's precise location. From there, everything we need should be ready. Alright, let me just... There we go. Do not go on my fucking wheels. I would kill myself. I would kill you. Oh, look at this. Look at this. What's the other Division of Aerospace Technology? How may I assist you today? Corporate. I've got a meeting on the 36th floor. Matrix R&D. I see. We got the Division Director. Want to escort you? I've already done it. We did a milestone review meeting that started 10 minutes ago. As you wish, please go ahead. You have to then this floor until someone comes to escort you. The receptionist will tap the computer and you to the list of registered guests. Is there there's Holdings can do to assist you in your business. Feel free to message the front desk at any time. Alright, gentlemen. We're going in. Just fuck waiting around. Oh yeah, we can do several things here. Send one of the drones. Send in the drones. Alright, what can you do? Power conduit. This power conduit is able to elevate control and power. A series of tangled cables and wires leaving that junction boxes have been patched and repaired, made many times. No strip inside the box. For God's sake, don't touch anything in here without contacting me first. The box is the most mental piece of crap I've ever worked with. If anything goes unplugged, the elevator system will go down and take security car readings with it. Why do we spend all that yen on improving security if everyone has to take the stairs? To the power to the elevator. Don't hear several cables over the other. Oh, the other power control cables. A number of diagnostic lights begin flashing. Right, looks like you're going to have to take the stairs this time around. Alright, looks like we are actually going to bring him back to us. And that's how you do it. Now let's see, what's down here? Is it the stairs? No, it's not. I cannot remember what it is. There's so many things. Oh yeah, there are multiple ways of doing this mission. There are always multiple ways of doing a mission. Doesn't people feel you are wrestling evaluation, blah blah blah, but that do nothing. I do not care. I do not care very much about this. Talk to these guys. Sorry, so the systems environment. I thought they were background friend, you have to use the stairs. Alright. Where are the stairs? That should be it. Now, public terminal. Perfect. Then the terminal suggests in visitors, primary functions appear to be directory and news services, as well as base Gmail. This is also a perfect terminal for you to upload the fake visitor records. Welcome, blah 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 blah. Out the visitor records. Search for Dr. Taylor. Floor 27. Stands to the hard offices, blah 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 blah. As Europe, Dr. Taylor is referring to drone weapons technology, the previous work is in technology. 27. Alright, we have obtained what we need. Now we go. Where is stairs? Found the stair. No, those are the stairs. Yes, we have found the stairs. They do not give us shit. Alright, let me just, alright. Act 7 Germa, so we've arrived. We should make that certain to find out a repair part over here. I'll show you that we... Good, then it won't take much. We'll pick it up on our way. Thank you very much for this assistance. Of course. Of course, Ractor. What would I do without you? You are one of my favorite characters. Alright, we're open. Alright, we're gonna do a lot of things here. You see this lab safe? Well, we have 7 people here. We're gonna fucking crack this bitch open. Locked. It is indeed locked. Out viam invenimo out faciam. Auto repair project. Attention also. Secret position start file. Security, safety, progress. Desert Wars field testing. Congratulations, everyone. Ares Europe Group giving us go ahead on entering the Griffith drone that step into the season of Desert Wars between the auto repair circuit, the MP laser prototype, and the self-organizing threat assessment programs. I think we got a great chance of being one of the standout stars this season. Obviously, we have a lot of work to do between now and the kickoff event, so I'm expecting plenty of crunch time. I know each and every one of you wants this as much as I do. It's hard for me to express how proud I am of this and all the hard work you've put in the past year. If we can pull this off, we're in a position to be one of the biggest teams in security drone hardware in the past 10 years. If you back it down and put in the hours required, I know we can do it. Taylor, how far you fallen. When we worked together, we should never have written this kind of limp corporate missive. We all cared enough about our work that we never had to motivate a team like this. He's become a management tool of ours, Macrotech. And there is much left of the passion you free to train you. You think he lost his edge? No, as such, I believe he's still quite capable as a researcher, but when you spend all your time managing a budget and organizing your team, what time is left to do actual work? The reason you get into the field is in the first place. No time to this is just the world. Organization subroutine words. Hey, I've been intending running the body in the latest multi-drone mesh. As more tests after checking I'm sure it originates in the self-organization subroutines when the different drones go into self-diagnosed mode and start sharing the telemetry data after field activity, and they stop responding to its normal commands, and you're teaching the body over to admin. One won't stop them. Which they not respond to outside commands, which is their undefined activity orders and non-critical in comparison to their attempts to share and learn from each other's telemetry. It's not spooky. They tried to push me out of the room during one of the tests because one started firing on the shared clean up base trap front. And the rest picked up on it. They identified me as an object to be removed from their secure space, and the worst part is the triggered condition was me trying to shut down the mesh network. I don't know, Ian. I like the idea of drones making value judgments about the organization, administrate to orders. I have to strip out the self-organization code for future tests until I can debug it. I understand we're trying to play catch up with Rocker on the pseudo-intelligence front, but the fallout this bud spreads can be drastic. Wait on the next test. Here's the heads up for the team. No doubt further self-organization tests, you get all the clear from me, Taylor again. This is a bug with the drones that refuse to return orders and they're pursuing their self-generated directives that I share and learn. Ooh. It's not readable, but it's not. They don't make debugging our systems a pain in the ass. 10 to 1, they're still using my old 10 to 1, they're still using my old code. It sounds like kinda during my early tests in Moscow. The problem is that they're trying to give orders to drones while the orders drones will prioritize their desires over those of the end user. They'll never respond as long as they're in group reflection mode. What? In essence, yes, the more complex pseudo-intelligence drones become, the more we have to learn to convince them that what we are ordering them is the best course of action. When part of the reason is self-correction resist to protect against user error. These drones are only doing what they've been designed to do. The deeper I dove into data sharing and self-development code, the more I came to realize that it was impossible to build a true independent drone system. A system as simple as waiting order priority checking from A to B to C is functional, but in reality my solution was to create a system of interlocking desires and motivation that shift and change over the time. But in principle is that both crochet and that must work together to solve problems. That's a novel approach. That's why it works. That's why it works as well. If increased independence to his danger increase, crochet that the best method of preserving my life was to shoot me in the leg. It would do so. Now I would like to allow that to happen. Crochet's sense and analytical capabilities are superior to my own, at least in terms of battlefield threat assessment. Alright. Recent messages. Olympics cancelled. No. Then. Oh. Yeah, I was hoping to make the look show power output that test data at some sound doing in my offset day, so let's 98144. Alright gentlemen, we have found the codes. Yes. Ah, yes. Everyone has 98144. Alright, wrong office. Hey, there's a spirit here. Ah, should have brought Gobbit. 98144. And just like that, we're in. Plan financial data, done. Project records, security, security briefing. Security, blah 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 blah. Subject to for 9 hours. Intercept and question him. Reports from various citizens indicates the subject has been asking about research labs working in the Dark Energy trap, and several hours later, the subject has been re-entering the building from silent and wearing a custodial uniform. Guards attempt to detain the subject, but they were arrested. At them, both guards were severely injured. Any employee or resident shoot on the security immediately they see this troll. Do not attempt to detain him or try to put him. The subject is highly dangerous. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Later on you guys see what this means. Because we ain't alone. Alright, let's see. So that's done. Holy shit, these people are just stalking the media. Oh no, I'm not even. This is media, boys, not general. But you know. Alright, let's see. What's the different? I changed the emitter and parts in the latest MPIV redline prototype. To this, we were using the same emitter array as the MP laser free, since it's a proven design. Unfortunately, the array is too large to continue using at this point. Alright. Automation 20 new focusing arrays that are being manufactured in Detroit, which ran that suite to the latest fabrication technique is the same type we acquired from Zeiss last year. Should give us a superior beam appearance. Alright. Primary research, I've been going back a lot of work's been done by the RTO Miss Fargo. Unfortunately, Miss Seven is dead. From what I can gather, his son killed him during the drunken argument. Was curious. The most files have been heavily redacted. It's all about curious. It's almost as if Ares doesn't want anyone knowing about the initial research. It's very curious. No, since he was primarily interested in purity vectors, so it fiber razors and own dye-doped matrix technology. From what I understand, it's also the base for winter systems on that and a man-portable laser solution. Can't find any evidence of how. So yeah, we have done this. We have to do that, this, and that. Hell yeah, we done a matrix checkpoint. Perfect. Now I'm gonna go to take a piss real quick. People are weird, man. People are fucking weird. Alright boys, time to jet here. This server class handles load records and systems for the 27th floor. Now that the building-wide systems batch up this data, but anything returned here will be fed to the large area service. This makes perfect. Upload camera footage. Alright. Let's do this. I have no idea what we're doing. But we're doing something, alright. Gas valve 2 control. Oh, I know this. Yeah, I know this. Hack time 20 seconds. Alright. Got it, boys. Is there a... yeah, there's one over there as well. There's a host load of bullshit out here. Let's see. I want to see if hiding my hand here is a good option. No, it's a bad option. Let's see. Ah yes, they're doing their bullshit. Me? I'm being me. I'm actually going in. I'm doing my shit. Let's see. So that guy's gonna turn there. This is where we make a break for it. And this is where we get fucked. 20 trace. Meaning that we are essentially good to go. Alright, 81% chance, and we got it. Get the fuck out of the fray. There for that guy to turn his way, now we're going this way. We'll let this guy see us, just so... shit. Crap. I could make an assassin type program. Attempt to end this in a single turn. Alright, 20 trace. Try killer again. 100 AP damage. We did a kill there. Valve control 2. Yeah, that's a teleportation point. And there's something else over there. I want to see where this leads to. This leads to another teleportation point, another teleportation point. Now some guy turns over there. Who goes here is the big question. Does anyone go there? Is the big question. That guy. No. That guy? That guy? That guy? Alright, go. Hell yeah. Teleport there. Fuck, you know. Alright. That's dead, then that's dead. Phew. Nice and easy. Alright, now I'm about to get bodied by fucking... Oh yeah, they're still talking media like it's general chat. I have no idea what's here. What even saw me? I have no idea what even saw me. No, it's that. What? Oh, that's a heal. One more? Hell yeah. You miss a lot of 90s and 90s in this game. Bruh. Get fucked. Get outplayed. Enter password. Or, you know, just hack it. Cause difficulty don't mean nothing. Alright. Yep. Got it. Secure data store. We got errors, rich research files. Mission items. Alright, so that's probably related to reactor stuff. Shit. Oh well, this helps us out more than it goes against us. It's literally just giving us a free win. Alright, we're through. Let's see what happened to me. Oh yeah, you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want, yeah. Let me just put my DMPCs over here to just do everything. And people wonder why I dislike magic. Alright, so here's what we do. We could fight any one of them. Where does this guy go? He goes there. Alright, we're going in. We're gonna fight this guy. Alright, now we have to tread lightly. Bullshit. Should have hidden behind that pillar. My mistake. And there we go. First miss. Now we're fucked. 50 IP damage. Plus 20 trace. Alright, where does this lead us? It leads us here. Now from here I can see everything. Alright, so it's a box formation. It's a double box, sorry. Once they stop doing there, we'll go here. Now we're going in. Follow after him, and... the fuck is this? This is nothing. Alright, we're getting the fuck out of here. Excellent, excellent maneuvering. Hell yeah. Now we killed two sentries here, so we should be pretty fine. Just go right through here. Oh. Oh. Alright, gents, we're slightly fucked. Assassin drone is now with us. Go, assassin. Fucking annihilate him. Alright, so we have that guy and we have that guy who actually have cover. Elevator override control. We need to kill these guys and then not get seen by anybody. There's a system how do I use this? It requires free. Fuck. Next time we're gonna use it. Now we should be fine. There's only two guys that's at 10%. Yes, this is how we win. It has an 8-turn cooldown. So we could technically farm. $87, $87, $87. Alright, we're gonna bank a lot on this. Alright, we banked and we didn't get nothing. 50 IP damage. 50 IP damage. What can we get from you? 36. 1 in 3 chance to just get that fucker. Yeah, that's a fail. You're useless. %. Ooh, he has cover. Bullshit. Wait, what? Did I just lose a point? Oh, you see that? You see that guy turning? You see how this guy is turning? We need to move. Alright, 70. If we do get in combat, we can probably use the turn to get a -50. And then one shot whatever was looking at us. This appears to be the only thing here, right? Alright, so there is a few seconds in which this line of work is good. Go. This is the best chance. Back. Go. Alright, we have clock, we have that. There we go. Phew. I knew that was gonna happen. And that's 3 turns away. And that's a miss. Unless we crit. Yep, we're dead. System trace plus 20. System knows we're here. Assassin Destroyer, black, security decker. This is where we summon you. Where we summon you. And we start blasting. It's always fucking warlocks and... Oh shit. Yeah, let me just do my thing. Let me just be awesome. Alright, so I'm simply gonna kill everything here. We kill the security detector first. That's like priority target. Wow, the increase in one. And we fucking murdered him. We murdered him so bad, he'd stopped existing. Oh shit, these people do real life damage. Well, show that then. Was that even a hit? Oh shit, we're actually in combat out here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Let's do this. Alright, just let me answer this question. Let me just answer this. Alright boys, now I'm fucking now I'm being anti-magic racist. And I love that. Alright boys, welcome to the Tactical Scenarios 101. Today we're gonna be teaching you how to be the best. Alright, so lesson number 1, JermaRaptor. Stout. What do you see, JermaRaptor? Do you see the enemy? No. Alright boys, JermaRaptor doesn't see the enemy. Alright, JermaSUS. We're gonna be watching this all way. Dungeon. Oh shit, with the elevators here, so possible enemy locations. This is full cover. Alright, so with that way clear. Alright, Tar. Do your thing. Ah yes, of course, I just hit myself. Where the fuck is the friendly fire warning when you need it? How much HP does it have? Basically nothing. Alright, so this is the last guy. We just gotta beat the shit out of him before he does anything stupid. Oh shit, the gates are attacking us. The gates are attacking us. What is this? Do I need to hack it? You know what, we're just gonna beat the shit out of it as well. It probably has like a lot of HP or something, but we're just gonna outlast it. 50 damage. Line of sight blocked. When is the line of sight not blocked? You shield yourself. Like close distance. Line of sight blocked there. What about you? Why this doesn't count as a space, right? Alright, now in the meat space. You have to share with that reactor. Alright, so we know the enemy is not coming from this side. So we're good there. Alright, dungeon. That's some light cover. We're gonna overextend a bit. We weren't punished. Alright, crochet. You watch this direction. Never mind, they're attacking from the back. They have an adept with him. He's casting his buffs. They're coming in. That's a shot and another adept. Alright. Shit. They have a gunner alongside him. We're interact with that and we're good. One active alert, active schedules. What? Alright, so we can't interact with that. Overlay elevator can close. That should help us out. And now we need to get the fuck out of here. Yeah, there are no more scanners around here. We already cleared out everything. Alright, so, Duncan, my good man. What are the chances of you landing a shot? Well, those are pretty horrible chances getting in trouble. JermaSUS for you. Get the rifle out and get into cover. Shit. Raptors out in the open and these guys are over there. Please tell me Crochet is not. Yes, we got this, man. On a goddamn. Fuck yeah. Medium cover interfering. Alright, so what if I were to move here? Reactor. Buff the drone. There we go. We're good. Alright. First killing hands plus 7 damage. That's right, get fucked. Look at him. Killing hands plus 7 damage. Alright boys, we're in this. We're in this to win this. Alright. Which one is this? I do not know. This is the defender, so he's gonna go forward. And defend himself. While this is the other guy who is going to 47% chance hit. Hell yeah. And of course it goes after Isabel. Because there is no reason for him to not go after her. But yeah, we cleared this out, which means we're in the clear for anything that might happen. Alright, get the fuck out of it. Get back into meat space. Alright. What debuff do you have? Wounded. Alright. So, Duncan and me gotta deal with this guy. You know, perfectly reasonable. Alright. There we go. Alright, Duncan. Can you kill this man? No, your shot accuracy is the worst thing I have seen. Wow, this is fucking bullshit. Damn. Yeah, those joint. I don't have strength. I was. Wow. Sending someone else to join my stream chat so you don't have to. Wow. That's a low blow. Alright. 57% chance. You missed. You can't even mercy kill the bastard. Alright, so the drone is wounded. Bruh. This is fucking bullshit. Alright. Throw grenade. Heavy cover. Hell yeah. 13. Oh hell yeah. This is why we love crochet. Oh, look at that drone. Look at that drone just one-shotting people. That's what you get from being able to land a shot. 8 damage. Wow. Real impressive. Oh shit. Look at him. Oh. Alright, Duncan. I'm giving you one opportunity. Show him. You did it. You succeeded. Thank God. You're not useless. Alright, so... there we go. Equip the mine launcher. And shoot. Now shoot again. And that right there is why the grenade launcher is a good weapon. Alright, Ractor. I'm gonna need you to actually win this for me. You're incapable of landing a shot, I know this, but... buff him up. Buff him up real nice. As for Jerma, well, he's got a fate with destiny. Look at these guys exposing themselves. If I shoot him, I get him as well. It's a 2-for-1 deal. If I were to stand here, how the fuck that didn't hit that guy? I have no idea. What? Oh shit. Alright, she's basically stunned. Crochet. Oh, buddy, old pal. There's little reason not to do this. I'm from downtown. And from downtown. Fucking dead. Alright. Alright, let's see what's your move. Open door. Duncan, you suck ass. Let's see, 45, 74. Alright, killer. Help me. I cannot switch to a different character. Oh yeah, this game is extremely buggy. There we go. Alright, increase chance for no hits. Raptor, you betrayed me. How could you do this? Our mercy, Joe. Look at that small animation that you can't even see. This man just cocked his weapon like a shotgun. Line of sight locked. How the fuck can she shoot at you but you can't shoot at her? What is this witchcraft? Alright, Germa, kill her. She's hiding behind the couch, not the most, beat the shit out of her, Crochet. I believe in you. Because Duncan can't do it. Oh shit, he actually landed a hit. Alright, we're gonna go in for a non-lethal, boys. Alright. Take one go. I think it's the last year of this flow, but it won't be long before she knows so we'll stop checking in. So we can then, before we realize we're over here, I'll did the 9 hour tracking us back to the tracking. That's the one we need. That's how I'm thankful of all the measures. Harris is the best relationship with the Shadow community. They'll kill us to be certain, but the management understands that we perform a necessary service, on that they pay with great regularity. Alright, so do we have the lab safe codes? Let me just open this. It's still locked. Dr. Henningham. Alright, we're gonna save here. And then move forwards. Wait, where is this again? Oh yeah, so everyone's fought basically. Fucking hate it. I don't know, let's see this door. It leads there. This door. It's here. Invisible jacket. Yeah. Which I had already set out their system, so. Let's see what this one offers us. Oh. Yes, well, 2Q. Alright. So we don't really care. A lot of demand. I know how this mission goes. Yeah, it's really easy. Hey, as the lab door slides open, you come face to that group of people. Their gear is mismatched, they're wearing no uniform, they're a mixture of technical gear and heavy armor and kids, they're prepared for anything. But obviously, they're fucking Shadowrunners. Hey! It's the jar! Hey up, they think I figured out why the alarms were going off, because student human glares at you from inside the room, isn't it? Looks ready to raise a sour rifle, but does it? When off these draped in charms and magical fetishes, Prolonger even fetters regards you for a moment and shakes his head. Damn near perfect operation, remember it is you the charge in your gems place. Dress out as Turnbull. No! What the? God damn it, broke my concentration, you son of a. Or something that suddenly starts sparking smoke up and he yanks the cord out of his head and drops it there. Shit happens sometimes. You answer this thing that. Yep, reaches into his jacket, pulling a pistol halfway up behind. I'm standing next to him. And since right till she stops. Do I get in the fire around here? Won't do it, girl. Goes for you too. One is that. Is tightly wound as the throat snake was about to strike. Her knuckles, knees, and boots all covered in blood. Why, seriously, definitely better move than trying to throw down. Wait, I recognize you're JermaSUS. You know, it's all those shadow. It's a hard time right here. Been doing work for China Chang. But damn, I expect to run into some champions on our first round. Yeah, I'm at disadvantage. Were you? I'm this guy with Ruffer's jaw. We're trying to find out. We're trying to use this definitive art. Not to use the definitive article. It sounds silly. It's a title, Dizzy. It deserves D before it. Those two are often both. Imagine Textbook. So you heard of us? You guess, right? Yeah, from all over. I'm from all over. I don't really stay in one place much, but I'm free around Red Lakes area. It was supposed to be an easy trip overseas to do this job and we're too afraid to fly home. We're out here with that. They move soon. That's fast. What about prototype? We can argue about that. This here, we can try and get out of here before we get killed. If it makes you feel better, we hang on to it. Now we get out of harm's way. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Just want to get out of here. Listen, what's your way? We're gonna do a pro over the Federation building next door with all the racket. Well, didn't right. And then ground down the elevator. I didn't even think that was actually done better level before we got here. I'll follow more guns to hurt. You know, either way, we're right behind you. Our gas and looked over this. Yeah, that went. Well, that wasn't fine. We have a jack to stop it. Alright, so here's what's happening. Alright, so here's what is happening. Currently, we're being gassed. Which means that, yes. We are gonna need to turn off the valves. Luckily for all of us, I know how to do this shit. Alright, now we're gonna have some company here. Might as well grab some premium spots. For the next shootout, you know? Let's see how the AI favors. Looks against the AI. Hey, look at them. They have a drone with them. They have a drone. 92% chance, about to become 100. Boom. Boom. Alright. That there's one down. Alright, to give your drone a boost. We need them acting fast. You also need someone to pick that shit up. Alright, Isabel, you're useless in a firefight. Don't pick it up. You and your short, stubby legs. Oh yeah. Why don't you give me those form movement, man? Make my life easier. Alright, so here's what it's gonna do. That man is now. Wow. Done to be useless. I'm taking fire, need assistance. Really? You wanna play that game? How the fuck are you in cover? I can see your sides clearly as the day you was born. Kneecap, the greatest skill of all. One's ability to just sneak up on another person. Normally, you see those guys here, I think. Well, you know, different days, different circumstances. You know how it goes. I could just throw a grenade. But no, let me outmaneuver them. Alright. Look at that outmaneuvering. Oh shit! Oh, look at him. Thanks for taking the shot for me. Out of ammo? No problemo. Really, you can't just go through there? No, because vent. You and your... whatchamacallit. What? Really blocked? Really? You're gonna sell me that crap? Now we got a prototype. Get on those firearm systems. Really? Alright, you boys better kill him. Alright, so who's left? Alright. And that's how you do it, boys. That's how you not die. Oh yeah, I can just press the button and turn off. Alright, Isabel. Start making your way to us. Right there, you do your thing. And you, Dungeon, well, I truly hope you can hit the broadside of a barn. Wow, debuff. Yes, debuff for movement speed. Holy shit. Holy shit. Alright. And the last one is over there. Alright, boys. You know the game plan. Would I bust this safe out somehow? Alright, so the enemy's over here somewhere, if there is an enemy. Hear movement. See enemies. They're obviously fucked. I mean, look at them. They've chosen a hallway to fight us in. That's a mage. That's almost a dead mage. I could jack into the matrix and turn off the third one from there, but where's the fun in that? Alright, then you deal with the lab safe. Bitch, why are you still locked? Alright boys, looks like you gave yourself a chill. Oh shit, there's another one over there. Alright. Kill that Jay. He seems killable. In a group of literally 17 people. Who are they gonna shoot? They have no grenades. Wait, what was that? Shutter controls. What? You should technically be safe there, right? Yeah, should be safe. Useless. Did anyone on our team get shot? No? Good. Alright. Send that man to God. Crochet, ignore whatever the fuck is going on there. Don't turn off. Oh, you gotta be kidding. We need to get in. Shit. Ah shit, do we have a key code? 2231. Two 316, eh? Alright, let me just do this shit. Because at this point, honestly, I don't care. I've missed something, probably, on some dead body, on some piece of information, probably talking with someone. Wait, who is this? This is Dunchi. You can't see shit from there. No, that's our enemy. Alright. Martial artists beat the shit out of him. So I don't have to. Now rerolled. And well, shoot. Shoot. I believe in your raptor. My trust in you was heavily misplaced. Office. I should have brought Jabba with me. Why the fuck didn't I bring Jabba with me? There's this room we haven't gone in. Where'd find the bloody code? I'll see if I can do anything there. So we're mostly peaceful now, eh? Alright, Jerma. I can keep the drone there. Everyone start looking for bullshit. Lab safe, office, lab computer. Alright, Jerma, you're gonna be attempting to get that done. Alright, dungeon, you're going in there. Never mind, that's just a goddamn matrix plug-in point. Jerma. Wait. I'm looking for codes. Hmm. 98144. Alright, so nothing there. Now visible, checking this man's computer. Let's see. Looking for a 5-digit combination. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Hey, Ozra. Two 3847. Ozra. Ozra, your MOBA habits have become the death of you. Now you just gotta vent. Alright. This man's computer. Alright, project records. Drone integration. Alright. Remember representative, we did minimize aperture. But MP always pretty better. Parent will be like you find a way to break 6 or 7 shots. It's a terrible problem. One of the ways mature science have been dragging their feet on. I've been checking at using some of the new dual phase batteries, but the cost seems prohibitive. Blah 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 blah. Let's make neurosis with a suspicious activity in public area building. Troll. Yeah. Drone integration. Tends to proceed. To understand medium drone engines and the drone provides sufficient power to enable the prototype effective in limited bursts. Oh? Email. You killed your blah 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 blah. This drone group man. Cheating bastard. Listen, I don't know what you managed to beat me in the last game, but I know you were cheating all the data charts, so I can't believe your aim's suddenly done so much better than mine when I find out what hat you tricked out. You're doing 15. You did that on your characters. They're all going to be wearing bright lime costumes from now on. You're concerned about the tree. Neutralize his system. Your safety and the safety in the lab. We're concerned. Then we need the maintenance suspect. While you can access the security control to vent free via the matrix block where I see code is. Alright, should then further which vent free. Alright. Pub time. Let's check it out. If we done 8 people and a bodyguard, get it for a pin and 2 after we ever meet in M game. Sorry about being so testy earlier. Relish the idea of being beaten to bloody pub by some trod when interested in my research. Alright, so we have found nothing. Right. Let's save the game. I'm not leaving until we win. I will find this goddamn key card. If it's the last bloody thing I do. Let's interact with the shutter controls. Alright. It's still locked. I'm looking for this bloody key card. I'm looking for this magic key that will open this goddamn. And in there, and here. There are corpses lying everywhere around. Matrix jack corner. Retrieve the auto repair unit. Find the key for the lab safe. It should be possible, it should be easy, it should be right there. I'm missing something. But what? What am I missing? Small key card. Bruh, this is some bullshit. Alright, that's it. I'm Googling this. I cannot believe I've lost myself. Wow, now this man is just having a straight up fucking conversation. Yeah, fucking bullshit in my opinion. Alright. Shadowrun on con... let's see, what level are we? Misdirection. Key card safe. Alright, we have the goddamn Reddit. Some misdirection by the other team, blah blah blah. Constitutions, but never didn't the charge save. Alright, so here. Ah, shit. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. At least to figure it out. Alright, so what happens here is it's fucking bullshit. Alright, so we need to load another save. Alright, so let me just see what the fuck did I miss? Yay, alright. So don't worry, I got this. So don't worry, I got this. I'm a professional. I'm a mastermind. I got this. I know everything there is to know. Simply a mastermind. Did I check these emails? Does it matter? No. Alright, so we need to talk to these guys. That's where we get the bloody cue. Hey. Alright, people are fucking weird, man. Oh shit, we've been doing this for like over a few hours now. That's a matrix check-in point, and no, I wait to unlock the door. Alright, and now we just need to grab the key from these guys. Oh, and up here, we've got nothing. So we'll load that save. Alright, I believe in you. I believe in your manual save. Shit. What's the time? 20 minutes to midnight, eh? Alright, Isabel, I'm gonna have to just chat in and do your thing. It's pretty much just the easiest way. It is the easiest way to do stuff. Alright boys, I'm giving myself a hard time limit of 20 minutes. No. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Let's see where this... Where did I make this save? Please tell me it was at the beginning of this level, so I don't have to do this shit. Right, I think it was right before I jacked in. I hope it's right before I jacked in. There's no fucking way I'm... Nope. Alright, so here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. And this is gonna look slightly different to you guys. Other than that, it's all gonna be fine and dandy. Anyways, I'll thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you had a great time. Hope I can see you next time. And like always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.